This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Honolulu and Aloha Stadium, the home field of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Terrapins will kick this away to get us going. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Off to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
He'll hand it off. As the 1st down is still going. That gain moves the ball across midfield. 1st down coming up from the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Rainbow Warriors will have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up 1st down at the 33.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this 1st drive with a nice play.
Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
3rd and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert and keep the drive going? He gets loose. And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. 1st down in the red zone.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
That ball snagged for a completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
I think that's really good recognition there by the quarterback and offensive coordinator, the defensive lineman, to go with the touch pass, and the execution is solid. They'll reset the downs after picking up the first.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with 1st and goal.
221 wing, 221 wing, 22 water, 22 wing.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal, and now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for his back. Caught, completion. And they'll bring him down after a short game. Moves the football inside the 5.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Bringing pressure. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. First down, looking to throw the football. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
It's a shotgun run call. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, Kirk, we reach the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. It's a toss play to the right. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. Here comes the fourth down play. Offense in the Wildcat. And the defense on alert. Direct snap. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
I think it says a lot about this coach's confidence that he has in his team, that he sticks to running the football on fourth down. You know, a lot of teams, they might try to get cute, pull out a special play that they've been practicing for weeks. But not this guy. They just line up, run the ball, and pick it up.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the move now. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Offense is back out on the field now. They put together a long drive last time, but stalled and came up empty. Can they reach the end zone this time? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll feed the back again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. But to me, it looked like that receiver maybe tipped his hand on this out route. The corner does a nice job of breaking on the ball. Receiver needs to be sharper on those if you want to have any success against this secondary.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. And the Terrapins lining up here on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. He keeps it on a design run. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the right side. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
First down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on a screen. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. A quick throw to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense will set up on first and 10.
Let's go! Let's go! Got it.
And he drops back in the gun. Moves out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Snags a quick throw. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Looking for the wideout. He's got it in the open. Touchdown, Hawaii. Strong game by this quarterback.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seemed to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, looking to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Well, I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and a quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Drops back in the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Terrapins.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
The extra point is good. They draw within 4 at 14-10. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? On 1st down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there. What will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will kick this deep to begin the 2nd half. He'll return it from inside the 5. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. The passing game effective in the 1st half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff. It's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. He fires downfield. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Fielded at the 25. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Look out, room to run here. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I love this little touch pass call. It stretches this defense out, puts a lot of pressure on the defense to have to contain and get wide, and it can open up so many different aspects of the offensive playbook.
Good enough for first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
And the Rainbow Warriors line up on 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
The Rainbow Warriors are in the red zone.
Ready, set,
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team.
Chris, you get this deep into an opponent's side of the field and come away with 3 instead of 6. Man, it is a letdown. That's certainly not what they're looking for here on third and long from inside the red zone. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. He escapes the pocket. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. One play, lose the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Running back has it on the screen now. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Worked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Third down coming.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
The Terrapins will line up to boot it away. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
This offense goes from being backed up into enemy territory with that one big play. Let's see what they can do now. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Okay, ready?
They open the fourth by going to the air. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Looking deep for the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. A deep shot to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Defense does a really good job here of sitting back in zone coverage, making the windows very tight in the middle of that secondary, and it's tough for the quarterback to make that read.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. Gives it to the back. He shreds the tackle. He's past the marker and still going. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
He's marked at the 33.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now.
Base 27, jump. Base 27, go.
It's a draw play. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors are looking to keep this drive going. Leaning on the run game here late. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Looking to pass here. On the run here. Lets it go. Looking right. This one caught. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. QB to the tight end for a completion. Touchdown, Hawaii. A great catch and run for 6. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Terrapins looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That picks up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 39. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, look at this, Chris. The defense kind of hanging their head. They give up a completion for a 1st down. They better get lined up and get the call because they're going up-tempo against him.
He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Looking to throw it deep. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Breaks into the open. Now the 40. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone. Barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Looking for 6. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. He was on target the first time. Can he keep it going from 33 yards out? Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. That miss leaves us with a 21-point game. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board. Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back, and I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. He's bringing it back. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway, they set the offense up in great field position. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. It's a shotgun handoff here. First down, looking for more now. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The first play of the drive now backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short gain. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for a late deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now, trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.